Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Have you ever noticed how peaceful the world feels just before dawn? When the sky begins to lighten, when the world is silent, as if creation itself pauses to breathe. That's the moment of Fajr. It's not just another part of the day. It's a sacred invitation from Allah. A moment when His mercy is closest and His light touches the heart of whoever responds. Let's talk about something simple but life-changing. The morning hours, we often say, I don't have enough time. But the truth is, we lose most of our time right at the start, when we sleep through the hours that were meant to give us barakah. Have you ever felt that stillness right before the world wakes up? The kind of silence that carries a strange peace. The air softer, the light gentler, the sky still whispering the remnants of the night. That time, that moment is not random. It's designed by the one who knows your soul, who knows what it needs before you even realize it. Those early hours are not meant to be wasted. They are sacred. They are the hours of barakah, the hours of Fajr. There is something profoundly spiritual about the time before sunrise. It's not just the calmness of the world outside. It's the calmness that Allah places within the heart of the believer who wakes to remember Him. The one who rises when the world sleeps carries a secret only known to those who have tasted it. The sweetness of solitude with the divine. This is not just a time, it is a gift, a door quietly opening toward the presence of Allah. When Allah calls you to rise at Fajr, He is not just inviting you to fulfill an obligation. He is inviting you to connect, to pause before the rush, to realign before the chaos begins. It is the Creator saying to His servant, come to me before you face the world. And whoever answers that call finds something extraordinary. They find a peace that no amount of sleep could ever replace. You see, when we neglect these hours, we lose more than just time. We lose the light that was meant to guide us through the day. The Prophet A told us that barakah, the unseen blessing, the quiet abundance, lives in the early hours. That is why successful hearts begin their day when the world is still silent. Because in that silence, the heart hears. It hears the truth of its own need. It hears the remembrance that gives it life. Think of how our days begin when we ignore this call. We wake rushed, heavy, disconnected. The mind already racing, the soul already tired. But when we start with Fajr, everything shifts. The same day feels different. It's not that the challenges disappear, but that you face them with light instead of darkness. You carry a peace that the world cannot explain because it does not come from the world. Fajr is a reminder that success does not begin with effort. It begins with alignment. It begins with putting Allah first. It is that quiet conversation in the darkness that gives meaning to every conversation that follows. The one who guards their Fajr guards their peace, and the one who begins their day in remembrance begins it with purpose. There is a reason why the early morning feels different. It's the time when angels descend, when the heavens open, when du'as are most accepted. The spiritual world is awake even when the physical world still sleeps. Imagine being present in that moment, when Allah looks at you and you're not asleep but awake, whispering His name. Imagine how that feels to your soul. And yet, it's not easy. Some mornings the bed feels heavier than it should. The body whispers, just 5 more minutes. But remember, every struggle for Fajr is witnessed. Every battle with sleep, every step toward wudu, every quiet prayer. It all counts. It's all recorded. It's all loved by the one who called you. And with every dawn that you answer, your heart grows softer, your faith stronger, your life lighter. When you give Allah your first moments, He blesses all that comes after. You'll notice that the day flows differently, your mind clearer, your time more productive, your heart calmer. That's barakah. It's not about how many hours you have. It's about how those hours are filled. Time touched by Allah's blessing expands. Time spent without Him evaporates. So don't waste your morning hours. Don't trade light for sleep. Don't let the call of your Lord pass unanswered while you chase dreams that fade with the sunrise. Wake up, not just with your body, but with your soul. Let your mornings be the beginning of something sacred. Let them be the meeting point between you and the one who never sleeps. Tomorrow, when the world is quiet and the sky is painted with that gentle light, rise. Even if it's hard, rise. Wash your face with the coolness of wudu. Let your forehead touch the ground and whisper to Allah everything your heart holds. Tell Him your fears, your hopes, your gratitude. And then watch what happens to your day. You will find that things you once worried about begin to resolve, that strength appears where you thought you had none, that peace enters where there used to be noise. Because this is what happens when you start your day with the one who created it. This is the secret of Fajr. It's the secret of living with barakah, not a life without problems, but a life full of purpose, clarity, and divine ease. Every morning is a gift. Every Fajr is an invitation. So don't waste the hours that hold your peace, your direction, your connection to Allah. Rise for your Lord, and the rest of the day will rise with you. Variant, chat message, title, Don't Waste Morning Hours, The Secret of Fajr Barakah's Extended Reflection. Hudi 53829. There is a silence in the early hours that feels almost sacred. A softness that covers the earth before the first light breaks. The kind of silence where you can almost hear your soul breathing again. That time before sunrise, when the world is asleep and the heavens are open, carries a secret. A secret that so many overlook, yet it holds the key to a life of clarity and peace. Those who wake in that hour know that it is not just another part of the day, it is a divine moment filled with unseen blessings. It is the hour of Fajr, the hour of Barakah. When you rise before the sun, you are rising not just against sleep, but against forgetfulness. You are saying to your soul, my Creator matters more than my comfort. And in that surrender, something extraordinary happens. You become alive in a way that no amount of rest could ever give. The peace of that time is not just in the air. It seeps into the heart. The angels bear witness to your prayer, your whispers are heard, and your tears are seen. These moments are not small. They are the foundation of a blessed day, but we often lose them. We stay up deep into the night, lost in the noise of screens, scrolling through endless nothingness, convincing ourselves that we are resting while we are only exhausting our souls. Then when the dawn comes, we sleep through the call that was meant to heal us. We trade the light of Fajr for the darkness of neglect. And we wonder why our days feel heavy, why our minds feel cluttered, why we chase time but never catch it. Because we have lost the secret that all barakah begins when we begin our day with Allah. Fajr is not just a prayer. It's a meeting with the one who gave you life. It's the moment when your Creator invites you into His presence, before the world demands your attention. It's the time when Allah descends closest to the heavens and asks, is there anyone calling upon me that I may answer them? It is the most intimate invitation you will ever receive, and it comes every single morning. Yet how many of us ignore it? How many of us sleep through the call that was meant to restore our hearts? There's a reason why the early morning feels different. It's the hour when your du'as are most heard, when your mind is clear, and when your soul is most receptive. When you start your day with remembrance, the rest of the day follows that rhythm. When you begin with forgetfulness, the entire day feels scattered. Barakah is not just a word, it's a spiritual reality. It is the unseen blessing that stretches your time, that brings peace to your chaos, that gives sweetness to your effort. When you give your first moments to Allah, He blesses every moment that follows. Some people wonder how others manage to do so much in one day. The answer often lies in their mornings. They don't have more hours, they have more barakah. And barakah doesn't come from effort alone. It comes from obedience, from sincerity, from giving Allah what He loves most the first part of your day. Imagine the tranquility of sitting right after Fajr, when the world is still quiet. You open the Quran, and the words feel alive as if speaking directly to you. The breeze feels different. Even the sunlight that begins to touch the horizon feels purer. These are not coincidences, they are signs. Signs that Allah has placed peace in those who wake for Him, in those who begin their day in His remembrance. And yes, it's hard. There will be mornings when your body resists, when sleep feels too comforting, when your nafs whispers, just a few more minutes. But every time you overcome that urge, you're not just waking up, you're winning a battle. You're proving to your soul that Allah comes before everything else. You're reminding your heart that worship is not about ease, it's about love. And every time you answer that call, Every time you push yourself toward prayer, you are polishing your heart, bringing it back to the light it was created for. The secret of Fajr is not just about time, it's about transformation. It's about taking control of your life before the world takes control of you. It's about filling your soul before you fill your calendar. It's about remembering who you are. A servant, a seeker, a soul in need of its Lord. Every sunrise carries a message. You still have another chance. Another chance to begin again. Another chance to come back. Another chance to ask, to repent, to connect. Don't waste it. Don't let the world steal from you the hours that were meant for your peace. The one who guards their Fajr guards their heart. The one who answers that early call finds light in places where others see only darkness. So tomorrow, when the call to prayer echoes in the quiet of the dawn, don't turn away. Rise, not because it's easy, but because it's worth it. Rise because your soul is being called by the one who loves you more than you can imagine. Rise because every prostration before the sun rises will lift your heart above the weight of the world. Don't waste the morning hours. Don't waste the barakah that was written for you. Each Fajr is a doorway to peace, to strength, to nearness. Open it, step through it. Let your day begin not with noise, but with remembrance. And watch how Allah fills your life with light, one dawn at a time. Dawn Varian, chat message, titled Don't Waste Morning Hours, The Secret of Fajr Barakah, Deep Reflection, and 7 is 61 How-Tos. There is a certain stillness before dawn that feels almost otherworldly. The world hasn't yet woken. The air feels lighter. The sky is soft and open, waiting to be painted with the first light. It is in that hour that the soul finds its truest rhythm. It is in that hour that hearts whisper prayers that words can't contain. Those moments before sunrise are not ordinary. They are sacred, carefully chosen by Allah as a time of intimacy between the Creator and His creation. And yet, how often do we sleep through the very time that was meant to fill our lives with light? Every morning, when the call to prayer echoes, it isn't just a sound, it's a personal invitation. It's Allah saying, come to success, come to peace. And success doesn't begin with how much we achieve in the day. It begins with how we begin our day. When we start our morning with Fajr, we start it with the remembrance of the one who controls everything that will unfold. But when we ignore it, we begin our day disconnected, rushed, and spiritually empty. That's why so many people spend their days running, yet feel as if they've gone nowhere. Because the strength they were meant to receive at dawn, they let slip away in sleep. Fajr is more than a prayer. It's a secret conversation between you and your Lord. A moment when the world is quiet enough for you to actually hear your heart and to hear Him respond. It's not just about waking early, it's about waking your soul. When you bow your head in the darkness, you are declaring that your purpose is greater than your comfort. You are choosing connection over convenience. You are saying, my Lord, you come first. And when Allah comes first, everything else falls into its right place. There is a barakah that exists in the early morning that cannot be found anywhere else in the day. It's not something you can see or touch, but you can feel it. You feel it in the peace that follows, in the clarity that fills your mind, in the strength that carries you even when life feels heavy. Barakah is the quiet miracle of the morning. It's what makes a small effort bring big results. It's what makes limited time feel like enough. It's what turns ordinary hours into sacred ones. We live in a world obsessed with productivity, but what we truly need is barakah. And barakah is not born from doing more. It's born from remembering Allah more. The one who starts their morning with Fajr is not just beginning the day, they're beginning it under divine care. They're placing their plans into the hands of the one who never fails. That's why those who pray Fajr often describe their days as lighter, more peaceful, more purposeful. Because when you give Allah your first breath of the day, He blesses every breath that comes after. But we have forgotten this. We stay up late, drowning in distractions, and then we wonder why our mornings feel hollow. We wonder why we can't find peace even when we have time. We've replaced the dawn of light with the glow of our screens. And in doing so, we've lost touch with our souls. Fajr isn't hard because waking early is impossible. It's hard because we've forgotten what it's for. We've forgotten that it's not just a prayer. It's protection. It's provision. It's peace. The one who guards their Fajr guards their heart. Because at Fajr, Allah guards them. It's the time when dues are answered, when angels witness your worship, when mercy descends in waves. And even if you feel weak, even if your eyelids are heavy, know that every struggle to rise for Fajr is seen and recorded. Every time you choose your Lord over sleep, you're building something unseen, a strength that will carry you through the hardest days. There will be mornings when it feels like you can't do it, when your body begs for rest and your mind whispers excuses. But that's when you remember, it's not about perfection, it's about sincerity. Even if all you can do is whisper Allah's name in the dark, even if you stumble out of bed half awake, even if you pray with tears instead of words, it counts. Allah sees the effort, not just the outcome. And that's what makes it beautiful. So don't waste the morning hours. Don't let the sun rise while your soul still sleeps. The morning carries secrets that the night can't hold. The secret of clarity, of healing, of divine nearness. The Prophet said that the early hours are blessed. That's not metaphorical. It's real. It's the time when Allah expands your provision, strengthens your faith, and softens your heart. When you begin your day with Fajr, you begin it with light. And light, once it enters your life, changes everything. The things that once felt heavy become easier to bear. The problems that seemed impossible begin to unfold. You walk through your day not just doing tasks but carrying peace. And that peace comes only from the one who watches you rise in the darkness, whisper his name, and choose him above all else. Every dawn is a new beginning, a chance to return, to realign, to rise again. Don't let it slip away. Rise when your heart is called. Speak to the one who waits for you at Fajr, because those who answer that call find what the world can never give. A heart at rest, a soul alive, and a day filled with unseen barakah. My dear brothers and sisters, every morning is a new chance. Every sunrise whispers you still have time. Don't waste those early hours. They hold a secret the world can't give. The secret of nearness to Allah. The one who guards their Fajr doesn't just wake early, they awaken their soul. So tomorrow, when the world still sleeps and the sky is painted with the first light, rise, answer your Lord's call, and watch how the same morning that once slipped away becomes the source of strength, peace, and unimaginable barakah in your life. May Allah make our mornings full of light and our days full of purpose. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.